The 2023 NBA draft is officially here, and there's going to be some interesting storylines and rumors that is swirling around right before the draft. And let's begin with the team that owns the second overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets, because we know who's going to be drafted number 1 to San Antonio, and that's Victor Wembanyama. But the real question is going to be who's going to be second overall. Is it Scoot Henderson or Brandon Miller? And will it be the Charlotte Hornets? Because they are receiving some interest from other teams, including the New Orleans Pelicans, who are very high on Scoot Henderson, so much so that they are willing to part ways either Brandon Ingram or Zion Williamson, who is now dealing with off-the-court issues combined with his injuries that he has sustained throughout his career. So it's going to be interesting how the Pelicans are going to attack this draft class and how they're going to build their roster. But as of right now, the Hornets have the second overall pick. Their roster is really guard-heavy in terms of their best talents between LaMelo Ball and, of course, Terry Rozier. But as of right now, the favorites to be the second overall pick is Scoot Henderson. Major favorite over Brandon Miller. At one point, it was Brandon Miller who's the favorite, but now it's swung back to Scoot. There were mentions that the Hornets were blown away by both Brandon Miller and Scoot Henderson. However, Brandon Miller has raised some eyebrows due to some comments he had made during the pre-draft workout, as he has taken some slight jabs towards Michael Jordan, who is the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, though he'll no longer be the owner due to him selling the team, and that will be official once the draft ends. But what Brandon Miller mentioned is that he does not believe Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and he isn't imitated by Jordan's presence. So it's interesting how Brandon Miller is approaching this draft process involving the Charlotte Hornets. So there's a good chance he'll be available third overall, which leads to Portland. What will they do with their third overall pick? Because this team is in no man's land. Damian Lillard wants them to trade that pick for an all-star caliber player. He wants this team to compete. However, the Blazers want to keep this pick, and if they do, that could lead to Damian Lillard requesting a trade. And as of right now, they are interested in Brandon Miller. They have been impressed with Amen Thompson with his pre-draft workout. And there's a good chance they might just keep that pick, select one of those guys, and try to run it back. And that's going to be concerning for Damian Lillard and how he's going to respond to that. The final storyline to cover is how teams are handling this draft class, especially those that don't have high draft picks or not drafting at all, that want to get back into the market, as several teams have shown interest in trading up in this year's class. The Denver Nuggets were one of them. They traded up some of their future draft capital in order to have some more picks in this year's class. The Celtics did the same thing recently involving the Kristaps Porzingis trade. The Pelicans are showing interest in drafting in the top 3, and even the Utah Jazz have shown interest in possibly moving up into the top 5, as they have expressed interest reportedly towards Arkansas's point guard Anthony Black. Now, of course, in order for that to happen, other teams have to show interest in trading down, and there are a couple of teams in mind. The Dallas Mavericks, who currently own the 10th overall pick, they're willing to part ways in order to get an established veteran to complement Luka Doncic and try to get back Kyrie Irving. The Lakers are willing to part ways with their 17th overall pick in order to win now, with LeBron James on the back end of his career. So overall, this will be a very intriguing draft. Which team will be selecting which pick, and of course, which player will be heading to which team. And really, it begins with the second overall pick with the Charlotte Hornets. That's all for now, you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with others, as I'll see you guys next time.